Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the MakeCode Arcade Advanced stream. Everyone's back together again. I'm Richard. Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe, Jay Wonder on the MakeCode forums.
I'm Shannon, at Checkout on the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian at LiftShift on the MakeCode forum. I wish we could have done stream like, we're getting the game back together, you know? But...
Yeah. All right, and if you were here yesterday, you saw us work on a very fun game, a game that it really seemed like Vivian should have been a part of, but she wasn't here, which is okay. You know, she had business to do.
Yeah,
but we're working on a skill tree game where the skills are you unlock different jobs. So we'll introduce you, Vivian, to our job tree as it exists. So you start out as a guy, all right? And obviously from guy, you've got two choices. You can be either a cat cafe worker or a farmhand. So if you're a cat cafe worker, then you can become a cat trainer or a cat cafe owner, and then you can turn into a cat cafe CEO.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then from a farmhand, you can become a farmer, and you can become a broccoli king, and then you can become a tree.
Did Shannon make this path?
Yeah. And then, or you can be a scarecrow, and then you can turn into an ascended crow.
I feel like there's one best career path, and we all know which one that is.
Cat Cafe CEO.
Ascended crow.
Just imagine
all right,
each of those little windows is a room filled with cats.
I'm allergic to cats, so I feel like that'd be a bad time.
Yeah, it would be a bad career path for Vivian specifically. All right, so once again, guys, I am going to send you this template, our guy, and please take them and just make as many careers as you can. Try to come up with career paths, things that turn into other things. You really don't have to put a lot of thought into the logic of it all. You can become a griffin if you want, but make sure that there is an Animorph style step between being a guy and being a griffin.
You had to be a centaur first, and then you can become a griffin?
Sure.
It's basically...
and of course, feel free to build off of our existing tree if you have some ideas. Vivian, do you have ideas for jobs?
Oh, ask chat.
Okay. All right. So, what are we going to do with this game is the question. And I was asking myself this before stream, and eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that we have actually some more code on the workspace than we ended with yesterday. And that's because before this meeting, I was doing a bunch of coding to make this into a real game, because I figured we'll work on the skill tree stuff as part of the stream, but I'll make a little game that uses the skill tree stuff to go with it. And I didn't finish, but I did get started. So I am going to show off that in a second, but first we need to do some stuff to hide this skill tree for when we're not doing stuff. So I've made this start encounter function. And this start encounter function, what I want to do is I want to hide all of these sprites that we have created. So I am going to go into sprites and get an array of all sprites of kind. I'm going to loop over all of them. And I believe these are all kind player. And I'm going to set invisible to true. Oh, not stay in screen. I need the full sprite flag block. Here it is. Okay. Invisible on. Okay, so let's go ahead and call this function. Boop. Now those guys are hidden. They're still like there though. We'll need to fix that. But you might have noticed something else happened, which is we have, well, let me make it so that the player actually shows up. 1 second. I need to change their kind. Do it, Daryl. Yeah, I have the create player function. Where are you? There you are. We're making it of kind player right now. That's confusing. A player of kind player? No, thank you.
True.
Your character. Cool. Okay, so the way I have this code working is we have a player, all right? We've got enemies that spawn. And right now, it always just spawns one enemy. But, let me get rid of this tree drawing that we have too. So and to get rid of that, I'm going to go into our render on Z index. I'm going to go ahead and put in an if and a not. And I have a variable in encounter. So get rid of that. We'll get rid of that line drawing. Okay, so we have a player and we have some enemies. Let me go ahead and pull start encounter back up. And we create some number of enemies. So let's do 5. We'll make 5 enemies. And they just all kind of appear. And now the way this works is you'll see that everyone has 2 bars. The player only has 1 bar. So let me fix that real quick. Sorry, I was really coding this up to the last minute. You might be able to tell. See, so this is the health bar. And so I want this to be 1. I want this to be 4. Okay, and I want for this status bar to have different colors. So we're going to go into status bars. We're going to set the fill to be purple and the background to be orange. Okay. Oh, I don't want offset. I want padding. There we go. Okay, so everyone has 2 status bars, a green one and a purple one. The purple one is time. And as time goes up, when it gets to full, you can do your turn. So the player just does their turn by pressing A. So if I press A, our guy's going to do an attack. Whoa, my game's super laggy all of a sudden. Oh, I need to refresh. Been doing a lot of work in this tab. All right, so if I press A, I'm going to do an attack, which is just going to launch a bunch of fists at everybody. This is the guy attack. We're going to make it so that he doesn't do 10 punches. This was just for testing. They just kind of all launch and they just go towards the enemies, random enemies. And every job is going to have 2 attacks, an A attack and a B attack. And each attack can have an image, an amount of damage it does, a name, and how many projectiles it creates. So we're just going to go in and we're going to fill in a bunch of attacks for all of our jobs that we have so far. But first, let's finish up this little combat encounter thing that I have going on. So we can attack the enemies. The enemies can't attack us. So let's make it so the enemies can attack real quick. What I'm going to do for that is I am going to go into our enemy code, which is, or rather, I'm going to go into our on-game update because that's where I'm doing all of this status bar management. So here I'm changing the time status bar for the player. Here I'm changing it for all of the enemies. And when I change it for an enemy, I call this do enemy attack. And that function has the thing that is actually supposed to create the projectile. So let's go into our do enemy attack, which is over here. And right now this just sets their time to 0. So I'm going to copy this thing. Okay, so we're creating a new attack. We are going to use the same image for all of them. These guys are ducks, and what do ducks attack with?
Their feet.
That's right.
Full feet at you. You pick up a duck, point it at people's feet first.
Is it like you throw them? Is it like high jump kick from Pokemon? If they
I would say they're more of a
damage.
melee weapon. I guess they could be a ranged weapon. Super far range.
The duck is the ranged weapon, or the duck's feet are the ducks?
The duck is the ranged weapon because you could throw the duck.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a melee weapon because you could just hold it. To people.
I can't draw a duck foot. This is going to be the duck foot. So we're creating this new attack. We're setting this to of kind this. We're going to set the damage to be equal to like 5. And we're going to just choose our player character for the target. And this is just setting the angle. So let's go ahead and see this go now. Oh, right. I am creating them at the same position as the player right now, which is why it looks weird. Let's go ahead and go to our do enemy attack. And we want to change this to be, let's see. I want to set this to be the location. I want to set to a set position. And we're going to set it to be the X and Y of the enemy. Go, going to do it like that. And another thing we're going to do right now is we have this on overlaps code for enemy, which I think is right here. Nope, that's not it. Over here. And this is what does the usual, like when it overlaps with an enemy, destroy it. We don't want this to actually happen because that means the enemy attacks will destroy themselves. So we're going to go into logic and we're going to say if the target of this attack equals the enemy, then we're going to destroy it.
What?
I'm not sure if this somehow like became okay or just really absolutely horrifying. So we'll see what the reactions are when people load it in.
And this is for the mascot.
Yeah. Which I think is actually all right because mascots should be like every 4th kid or so should be terrified of them or else it's not a good mascot.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first 3 should all be like, oh, I love it. It's so cute. But you know.
Actually, true. That's true. I was gonna spite you, but I feel like that's true. Did you ever go to Rainforest Cafe?
Yeah. When did I go?
How do you feel about the tree?
When I say I went there, I was like 4. But I had like a shirt and a hat from there, so that's why I recall it. So I'm like I'm sorry, but lacking memories.
The person dressed as a tree or a real tree?
No, it's like an animatronic tree, I think. And I think it's just like it has big eyes.
You've never been to Rainforest Cafe?
This is the place where they roller skate, right?
No.
I was also only a child when I went to Rainforest Cafe, so I was ready to believe roller skating. But all I remember is that somebody had a cake that had fire coming out of it. So I feel like roller skating plus fire cake is a bad combination.
Like
The
not
Rainforest Cafe was like a theme restaurant where everything was animatronic. You were inside a jungle, but it was all animatronic. Okay, there were like fake parrots. There was like a big fake tree, and then they would do a show every X number of minutes.
Like a
where all of these
forest-themed
things
Chuck E.
come to life.
Cheese, except with normal food and not pizza.
Normal food's debatable, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
did Chuck E. Cheese have, no, okay. I know it's a restaurant. It wasn't that the people don't roller skate, but the waiters do.
Okay, but that's not you have to agree that is not the most notable
Is
thing
it
of
though?
Rainforest.
Do they?
The entire place is animatronic. It's got like parrots that sing songs to you and stuff. I feel like that's the most notable thing.
But do the waiters roller skate?
I don't remember. Okay, it's also been a very long time for me.
When I went there when I was 4, obviously I would remember the animatronics. If I went there now and they were roller skating, I would 100% remember the roller skating more than the forest theme.
Is Rainforest Cafe still a thing?
Yeah.
Probably.
Shannon, do you remember roller skating?
Well, okay. The place I went to, now I'm realizing. So first of all, the place I went to was in China. But there was a lot of like plants and like it was sort of greenhousey. It was really
Yeah.
big. And then the waiters did roller skate. But it's like a rainforest in there. Like, you know, there were like real trees.
Okay. How old were you? I feel like you have a clearer memory of this than I do, at least.
It was middle school or
Oh.
early high school, I think, in that zone. But
I'm too scared to look up a Rainforest Cafe video.
I'm pretty sure my place was also called Rainforest Cafe. Not
Totally
100%
possible.
sure.
Okay, so we've got this little game where you can go ahead and launch punches at these ducks who are absolutely annihilating me. We'll balance this all later. I just wanted to get in the basic code for doing this little battle. So the idea is we're going to do a battle when you choose a job. At the end of the job, you get a job point, which you can use to choose a new job, and then the next battle will start. All right? Simple enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, while I have jobs still coming in, we're going to go in and we're going to add like stuff to make it so that you can choose a job and keep going. So what we need to do is we need to make it so that, one, the jobs are all hidden until you unlock them. So it's going to be question marks, and until you're one node away, they're going to just be question marks, and they're not going to have the image. So when you're a cat cafe like worker, then you can see that you can either be a cat cafe owner or a cat trainer, and then you get to make the choice of, you know, do you want to, which one of these do you want to do? Joey, where does this go in the tree?
It's after cafe worker. I think it's a third child off of that.
All right, let's go ahead and put this in here.
If we're thinking about this with like levels in mind, I think the other two both unlock at level 10. This one unlocks at level 50 or something. This is like the end
What?
game.
Joey, oh my gosh.
Joey, oh my gosh.
I love it.
I'm terrified.
Richard physically recoiled.
Okay, I think I got the 2 out of 3 horrified rather than the 1 out of 3. That's too bad.
Joey, I think it was 1 out of 4.
Yeah, all right, fair.
All right. So let's pull out this create player and start encounter stuff now, so that we just have our tree showing up again. There we go, and we can see everything.
Also loves it, so.
And I forgot to put in the thing for this. So cat cafe mascot. There we go. All right.
I'm thinking of this one as like a monk class. If you need like it's a monk.
All the attacks are basically going to work the same. All that changes is the name, the damage, like number of attacks, and like the sprite that you use for it. And the sprites are all going to be super basic because I'm going to be drawing most of them, I think.
Okay.
All right. So let's make it so that we can select one of these guys, and then when we do, it starts the encounter for us. So we're going to go into here, and when we create all of our sprites, I want to hide them by default. So I'm going to go into, let's see, the thing that I made a function. Let me do a Daryl. Collapse blocks, format code. I did a function to create these sprites somewhere. Let's see. I have get child, calculate widths, set previous requirement, move all the nodes, draw lines, create enemies, do attack core, do attack B, do attack A, start encounter, create player, do an enemy attack. Did I not create a function for this? I could have sworn I did. Oh, I did this set previous requirement thing. Okay, that works fine too. We'll use set previous requirement. Okay, so when we do this, we have like an image. So I'm going to go into these sprite data, and I'm going to store a image on these guys. Oh, I can't. Oh, we always forget about this every time. One day someone will fix this. Who will that someone be? Could it be you?
Is it not already fixed? We just have to release it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Okay, I'm not even going to worry about the question mark thing right now. I'm just going to, for each of these guys, I'm going to store a Boolean, which is going to be if they are unlocked or not. Make this current, make this unlocked, and we'll put that as false. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do an on A button pressed. I already have an on A button pressed inside of my workspace for doing the attacks. So we're going to go over here. And I have this in encounter. And so I'm going to put in an else, and we're going to write our code here. So I think what we want to do is if the cursor is overlapping with one of these guys, then what we're going to do is when you press A, we will check to see if their parent is unlocked. And if it is, then we can unlock them, and you can start an encounter as whatever this job is. Maybe I should do this inside of an overlaps. That might be easier. I feel like we usually do these things inside of an overlaps. Okay, so on sprite of kind player overlaps other sprite of kind cursor. Oh, right, I have one for this because we changed the text when we overlap. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do if we are pushing the A button, then we are going to check to see if we can unlock this one, or if they're not already unlocked. So if they are unlocked, then we're going to say if, check if they're unlocked, get a Boolean, go ahead and do sprite, and
I love your skill too, Vivian.
Wait, did you
unlocked.
see?
I didn't see the. I know they're gonna be beautiful. I just meant the tree itself, like the jobs.
Oh yeah, I can't decide if it's gonna be a this situation or if it's gonna be a this situation. You know, I feel like it probably should be this.
Like a got my. The AI's got their eyes on you.
Can't take. Yeah.
Okay, so if they are unlocked, then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our code to start the battle right here. We're going to push this right here and use the image of our sprite and use the name of this sprite, whatever it is, or when we're creating our player, and then we're just going to start the battle. Okay, if they are not unlocked, then what we need to do is the parent unlocked?
Are we learning about graphs today?
We are, yeah. I mean, we
Oh,
learned
man.
more graphs yesterday, I think.
Oh,
It's all right. It's not a super complicated graph.
great. I really just hate it when I'm having fun and then I find out that I'm learning. I hate
the worst.
Some might call that lying.
Okay, so we call start encounter and do this same thing, but we're going to be, instead of doing what we were doing before, we are also going to set them to be unlocked. So let's go into sprites, go ahead and set the Boolean, and do our sprite and set unlocked to be true. And in the future, we probably want to check, like, do we have any job points or something? I don't know, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, this won't work quite yet because we need to special case one guy, which is guy. Guy is our first. He is the parent of all jobs. And we need to go ahead and set Guy data. And unlocked to true. While we're at it, I don't think we ever stored Guy's name on him, so let's do that too. All right, so now if I press A on Guy, we should start a battle. Cool. Looks like I started a few more battles than I bargained for. So, of course, one important thing here is we only want to run this code if we are in an encounter, not in an encounter, I mean. Very important. Okay. All right, so now we started a battle as Guy. Cool. Okay, well, here's a good stopping point for now. Well, I just got a ton more art. So let's start out with Vivian doing one at the request of chat. I think it was Unsigned Arduino who suggested this.
I think Kiwi Phoenix suggested it today. Maybe
Okay.
yesterday in San Antonio. Yeah.
Yesterday he was going for more of the programming languages based ones.
Oh, right, that's
Like
true.
Lua to Python to I don't know.
Lua, we started off in Roblox.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa, they're so cool.
Oh man!
You got to wear blue light blocking glasses.
Are you sure that's just a programmer and not a full-on hacker?
I was thinking hacker should be one of the career
Like
steps.
subclasses? Okay.
But we went in a different direction.
All right, we got our programmer over here. Let's go ahead and add the things a programmer can turn into. So we're going to go all the way down here. Going to set this to be 2 because this is the third choice. And we're going to set the previous requirement to be temp sprite, and the new one is going to be, let's see if we can guess from the image. I know what it is.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
This is an AI.
Mm-hmm. I
All
hope
right.
no, I'm not going to spoil today's Wordle. Just kidding.
Okay, and we've got one more in this tree. Which is, of course, after you're an AI, you just become the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I hope you guys are all ready to be part of the rain water cycle.
Very cool. All right, now we've got some from Shannon. Also, Shannon, where do these slot in?
So it was gonna be just another like starting one and then one up. I feel like this could maybe tie into variants, but I don't know how exactly. You should put them in from the base, and then we could see if we can like hook it in somehow for more
Okay.
branching.
I can also add more. I can make more art if we think it's necessary.
I mean, if you're inspired, please do. I mean, it's, this game's
I'm
only
already on a
benefit from
different
having.
career right now, so
Okay,
I don't
that's
want to go
perfect, yeah.
backwards. Like
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, is this a jock?
It's a cool guy.
Oh yes, we better slot this in. I don't want to be a clown.
I do kind of want to put this inside of after programmer.
We're not biased. We're just experienced.
you could start out as a cool guy and then become a programmer.
Oh yeah, I messed this up somewhere. Or did my code just not compile?
Ah, that'll get ya.
No, why is this guy over here?
Should they not be?
Oh, it says guy. Oh, because I copied the thing from up there. There we go. That should do it. Cool. Okay, and right, we need to make this 2-1 for the cloud. There we go. All right. And then Shannon, is this goes after cool guy?
Yeah.
Naturally. Whoa!
Oh.
I don't have a name for this, but it was brought up in chat that roller skates are cool. So, guy on skates. Yeah, roller skate.
If it's coming after cool guy, I feel like it should be roller skater with an 8, to be honest.
That's really good.
All right, yeah, I think we have I mean, to be honest, this is a pretty normal skill tree. I feel like we haven't gotten anything really wild yet, you know? So guys, don't let your imaginations go, you know, BB2N locked in on the norm of the video games you've played in the past.
Just all the classic careers.
Yeah, but I will say, when you're making new stuff, please do consider if you can put it into one of the existing ones. But if you're already working on something, keep going. Don't do it. All right, cool. Okay, so we've got the basic 3 things, the 3 paths that are available to you in life, which is cat cafe worker, farmhand, and programmer. And so let me go ahead and select programmer, and we should start a battle, yes, as a programmer. But we don't have an attack for a programmer yet. So we need to go ahead and code that up. And luckily, I've written some code to make this easier. We're going to go into, let me go ahead and do a Daryl so that we have everything nice and clean. Format code. We're going to head over to our do attack A. This is when you press the A button and you're doing an attack. And you see I've put in this big if statement with the names of all of our jobs. So we're going to make this one programmer. And let's go ahead and do an attack with a programmer. What does a programmer attack with?
They're mine.
Oh, okay.
Not
Not a
draw
mice
brain.
whip.
What, Joey?
A mice whip?
Mice whip. Oh.
Using like a mouse as a whip? I guess they're all wireless now, pretty much. So you could just throw mice at them.
What if I just wrote...
I think this should be in green and black.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's right. HTML. Of course, as Shannon mentioned, we are hackers, so we need the right color. All right, so now when I go as a programmer over here, and you see I attack with HTML.
Nice.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and let's just do attacks for everybody else real quick, I think. And then we'll go into making this thing work a little bit better. Okay, so what does a cat cafe worker attack with? think like a hot drink.
Throwing coffee would be like that'd be pretty harsh.
Wait, Richard, I also have a request based on a Joey suggestion, which is for roller skater, you put the letter 8 in instead of.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do a coffee mug. I think I'm gonna make it red, actually.
Red for power.
Yep. And we put in some smoke, like steam, I mean. Okay, there we go. Now let's see, what does a cat cafe owner do?
Would they throw money? Because they have so much money. Their cafe is extremely successful.
I feel like that's what the CEO would do.
Oh, definitely CEO. Good call.
Yeah. They could throw cats.
Throw cats.
It's not very polite, but I guess they could.
They could.
Let's see. Well, what would a cat cafe owner do as their main form of attack? Like a new promotion?
Yes, Richard, please draw us a new promotion.
I'm drawing a menu.
Oh.
Oops. I don't know.
I mean, if you're throwing a menu, you could get a pretty rough paper cut.
That's what I'm saying.
Where you're overwhelmed with choices, you're
Mhm.
paralyzed.
The opponents are ducks, right? They can't have that like big of brains, right? Like
Oh my gosh.
just a few choices is probably enough to overwhelm them.
Ducks are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if ducks are smart or not.
Probably not. I mean, I wish that weren't the case, but the duck
There's a reason
education
it's-
system is just not where it was 10 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my
There's a
God.
reason it's Untitled Goose Game and not Untitled Duck Game. That's, just intelligence, I think.
Well, we also have duck, duck, goose.
Yeah. And who do you want to be in that game?
I feel like
I don't
the
remember.
duck, right?
Gotta be honest, I don't remember how you play duck, duck, goose.
You go
Well, the
duck,
goose has
duck,
to chase
duck.
after it. The duck's just like a viewer.
Yes, I don't want to be chasing.
job.
I want to be sitting.
Richard, duck, duck, goose is you sit in a circle and one person is walking around and they tapping people on the head and they go duck, 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 and then they say goose and they tap somebody and they sprint around and you have to run around the circle and sit in their seat. And if you do it, then they're the goose. But if they catch you, then you are out.
And obviously I know how duck, duck, goose is played. Okay, I'm not a child. Just kidding. Thank you.
Okay, but has anybody figured out how to place heads up, 7 up?
Yeah, we did. Right?
Okay.
It was everyone, 7 people put their heads down.
Uh-huh.
One person goes and, well, everybody puts their heads down. One person goes around and tries to tap everybody, and then everybody puts their heads up, and everyone who was tapped has to guess who it was who did the tapping based off, I guess like the dynamics in the classroom.
Oh yeah. How do you it just goes on forever. There's no winning.
Yeah.
Okay. You could go until the bell rings and then And you're
I mean, I think it's
"No."
like if you get it right, then you become the new person who
And that's
taps.
desirable.
And they know who taps.
I
What?
think we're gonna have to play Heads Up 7 Up to truly understand.
Well, it's going to be really difficult to do remotely.
I feel like you could
They'll message you and then you have to tap yourself on the head.
Oh, yeah, I got it. You could right click and mute somebody.
That's really good.
Okay, so let's speed through the rest of these. I think it's pretty obvious what a cat trainer attacks with, and that is a cat. Sorry, it's an attack cat.
It's a trained cat, so it's like safe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Meow. Meow, meow.
Oh, speaking of cats, hey buddy, hey Otto. It was unprompted. He just jumped up.
Aw. I can't talk to him. Can't hear
Hmm?
us.
Yeah, I'm wearing headphones. Sorry.
Mm.
All right. He's settling down. Okay. So we're gonna make him, yelling in anger, obviously. Guys, I have a lot of experience with being attacked by a cat. I don't like to brag. This guy right here.
Oh.
He's going up on my computer. Up you go, buddy. There you go. Yep, that's a good place to sit. All right. All right. Okay. Let's do that. And if anyone wants to give me anything to use for attacks for other things, please. It can be a sprite of literally any size.
Maybe the CEO can just throw cat cafe owners at people.
Cool. Shannon, what's a farmhand use?
A stalk of wheat.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I'm doing Broccoli King, don't worry.
Please, yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm pivoting. I'm doing Broccoli King still, but different thing.
Okay. A scarecrow.
That's the best I can do in a time crunch for wheat. Farmer, pretty obvious. They're gonna do carrots. They're carrying a carrot. I can draw a carrot. They're doing carrots. What are you doing back there, Otto? Just being a cat?
What more do you want of him?
Nothing. Nope, that's good. All right. Vivian's doing Broccoli King. I will do Tree. Oh, is this the Broccoli King attack?
Yeah.
Squarer than I thought it would be. What's the size?
Sorry, 15 by 13.
Whoa, I love it.
You got to wield your power.
You feel the power.
All right, Shannon, this is Scarecrow, right?
Yeah.
What's the size?
16 by 16?
I'll do Ascended Crow.
Nice. Okay, now for Tree, we're going to do a leaf. I think. Nice and simple. What are you chewing on? Otto's fixing to get kicked off the desk. I'm gonna go and make mine better later. I want to get to coding, you know.
Yeah. Also, it's we have 10 minutes left to stream.
What?
10 minutes left to stream.
Oh. All right, I think this game is worth a Friday stream. Ooh. What is this?
Feather, a crow feather.
Oh, nice. Feather for Larry. Now we got one for AI from Shannon.
Nice.
Ooh, just like some Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was RSS. Overwhelmed by how much content that gets pushed to you.
All right, so we have left is the cloud, cool guy, the roller
cool guy.
skater with an 8.
Do the cloud. If you do roller skater.
And Joey, can you do something for your mascot?
Yes. Wait, you already used fist, right?
Yeah. Oh, whoops. I just threw away my on start. It's bad. Okay, there we go. It's back.
Oh wait, no, I know.
Nice. All right, Vivian just gave me a cool guy. What size is this?
15
Oh,
by
15 by
4.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Eight.
Is that why it's throwing shade? Because you're so cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's your attack. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you got it. Yep.
Yeah, we figured it out.
All right, this one is the cloud, Shannon.
Yeah.
Nice. Lightning.
Does anybody know how lightning works?
Yeah. And you know how when you walk around a rug and then you build up static electricity and then you shock things with it?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine clouds are 2 rugs. Okay.
And the
I
clouds
thought
are
somebody was
touching
just
the
playing
ground.
a drum in an airplane. I thought that's where it came from.
Well, each of the rugs is touching another rug, right? Those whiskers, by the way, are auto whiskers.
And we are cutting a rug, having so much fun in our cloud party.
That's right. All right, we got a mascot attack from Joey. What's the size?
9 by 9.
Ooh.
I remembered what's the most important thing about cat feet.
Nice.
Aw.
Aw. And all we have left is roller skater, who's volunteering. I'll do this one.
He was a skater boy.
Said see you later. I said see you later, boy. Wasn't good enough for...
slamming on his guitar.
All right, Otto, stop moving my camera. Okay, it's just like a wheel or something. I don't know.
True. Wheelie, good game.
Thank you. That's a past stream. Okay. All right. So we're gonna format our code real quick. So we have all of our attacks programmed in. let's go ahead and just make it so that when we finish the encounter, we go back to this. So I'm going to make a function that is end encounter. Up. Otto, what are you chewing on? All right, you're getting kicked off the desk. Sorry, 1 second.
Oops. Otto did something illegal. This is what
Otto, I
happens.
just don't want you to get electrocuted.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, don't chew on USB cables. It's probably fine, but who knows? Say hello to Otto. Look at
Hi.
him.
You can't hear this. Oh,
Down you go. All right. So we're going to make a function that is called end encounter. And what we're going to do in here is we are going to set that in encounter thing to be false. We're going to do some destroy all sprites of kind. We're going to destroy all sprites of kind player character. And attack. And enemy. And then we are going to loop over all of our sprites that we set invisible before. So let me go to our start encounter. Oh yeah, let's make this false. Go. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to set this to be false. We also want to do this for the cursor. So I do the cursor right here and do the cursor right here. Okay, let's try. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do one as guy. And, oh, right, I made it so that this is just way too hard. So let's go to our create enemies function, and we're just going to make these enemies real pushovers. So right now we are setting their max to 100, which is a lot of health. We're going to set their max to be 8. Go ahead and make that small. And then in our do attack A, we're going to make it so that our punch does 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's the number of punches we do. This is do 8 damage. All right. Let's do a farmer attack. Eat wheat.
It doesn't seem like the punch is doing 8 damage.
Yeah, let's see. It seems like it's doing 1 damage, right? Oh, that's because I didn't change it for the wheat. I only changed it for the punch.
Oh, right.
There we go. We'll make this 8. There we go. Let's try again. Farmhand.
Nice.
Cool. Okay. So it's not going to go yet because we didn't call our function. We need to check to see if they're all still alive or not. And we also need to destroy our things when they are 0. So we're just going to use the status bars on status bar 0 event. So on status bar of kind health reaches 0. Then we're going to go into sprites. We're going to do destroy. We're going to do the sprite attached to sprite that the status bar is attached to. And then we're going to check if the length of the array of kind sprites of kind enemy equals 0, then we're going to do end encounter. And I think this is going to do it for us today if this all works out.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's do a fight. We'll do this just as guy. Punch.
Wow.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Oh, I need to make it so that the camera follows the cursor again. What's happening is I forgot we have a tile map now for the encounter thing, so I need to fix that so that this is a little bit more logical. But now I can go ahead and select the farmhand, and the farmhand can annihilate everybody. Nice. And now I can be a farmer. And the farmer can be annihilated because he doesn't do enough damage. Oh no, I think I'm gonna win.
Oh.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah,
Nice.
now I can be a broccoli king.
Nice.
This is a good game.
The explosion of crowns is really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
no.
cool. Well, that's a good place to end. We're gonna call it for today, and tomorrow I'm going to probably finish up the game part of this off stream. And tomorrow we're just gonna have a fun stream where we add fun stuff to this, if that's okay with you folks, co-streamers.
So it's already fun. What do you mean?
I think we
That's
need
true.
more jobs than there are characters in Smash Bros. Just to be competitive. And I mean like the newest one where it has like 80 something. So
It's okay with us.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you then. I'm Richard at Richard on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Joe at JWonderall on the MakeCode forum.
I'm Shannon. I should count in the MakeCode forum.
And I'm Vivian. I live cheerful on the MakeCode forum.